We are talking about the significance of Shivratri today. The 14th day of every lunar month, or the day before the new moon, is known as Shivratri. Shivratri is the darkest day of the month. There is no light found in that night, no light of the sun, no light of the moon, and it almost seems like it's a celebration of darkness. When looking around, if your vision is for small things, you will see lots of creation. But if your vision is really for looking for big things, you will see that the biggest presence in this existence is a vast emptiness. These clusters of light that we call galaxies and stars are what we notice, but that vast emptiness that holds them, that connects all of them together, does not come into everybody's awareness. The same as when we look at the neural pathways in the brain, those light signatures are bound together by an emptiness or a void. And when viewed beside a galaxy, they almost look the same. It is said that there are the same number of stars in our galaxy as there are neurons in the human brain. Now, this emptiness is everywhere. The immature minds of the world have always described darkness as bad or evil, but when you describe the divine as all-pervading, you are obviously referring to the divine as darkness, because only darkness is all-pervading, because it is everywhere. It does not need any support from anything. This vastness, this unbounded emptiness is also a source of energy. Today, modern science has also proved that everything comes from nothing and goes back to nothing. All of this materialized universe arises out of something which is akin to nothing. That is immaterial and mind-like in nature. When we go down and down from crystal to molecule, from molecule to atom, from atom to nucleus, from nucleus to particle, and there's still something beyond both geometry and particle, energy, vibration. It is in this context that the vast emptiness or nothingness is referred to as the Great Lord or Mahadeva. Now, light is a brief happening in your mind. Light is not eternal. It is always a limited possibility because it happens and then it will always end. The greatest source of light that we know on this planet is the sun. And even that sun's light, you could stop it with your body and leave a shadow of darkness behind you. Light always comes from a source that is burning itself out. It has a beginning and an end, and it is always from a limited source. Darkness, that vast void of emptiness, has no source. It is a source unto itself. It is all-pervading, everywhere, omnipresent. It is in the lap of this vast emptiness that all creation has happened. Now, I will explain this Shivratri in the light of Kashmir Shaivism, the night of Shiva. That is the dark half of Falguna, the 14th day of the dark half of Falguna month, where the moon is just a sliver. That is external Shivratri. In that Shivratri, there is no light found in the night. No light of the sun, no light of the moon, no light of the fire. And the whole universe is absolutely fallen into sound sleep. And during that period of night, only your devotees are wakeful, and they are celebrating thy devotion wholeheartedly. Now, but the internal meaning in the Shaivite teachings, it is that place, that abode of your nectarized residence. This functioning of the sun stops altogether. The sun does not function, and where the moonlight also has taken an end. The sun, meaning the outgoing breath, and the moon, meaning that incoming breath. And the third thing is thoughts and the seeds of these thoughts. All thinking activity has ceased. All notions of thoughts have stopped, totally other than spirituality, other than Lord Shiva. Now, where the ingoing breath and the outcoming breath have stopped, and all those notions of mind have stopped, that is Shivratri, that is supreme. There, that unique Shivratri is glorified, which generally occurs on the dark half of the Falguna month. Internal Shivratri is the rise of consciousness. It is the rise of Chidananda, because that rise of consciousness will never take place unless there is cessation of breathing in and out. It will never take place when there is breathing in and out and all those notions and thoughts residing in your mind. That Shivratri won't take place. That Shivratri takes place only when these three sections end altogether. Ingoing breath, outcoming breath, and all thoughts, because breath is the cause of thought. Breathing produces thoughts. This breath movement will create thoughts only when it knows nobody is watching this. This is the real marriage of Shiva and Parvati, Shiva and Shakti, Prakasha and Vimarsha, the light of consciousness and the awareness of that light. And that Shivratri is shining with its own glory. It is not perceived by some other foreign light. It is glorified by its own light. This is Kashmir Shaivism. This is Trika philosophy. Om Namah Shivaya.